Okay, so this is where you're trying to sync up your right leg with the loading of your hand. Okay, so we already see it there, and you have flexion. Okay, so it's getting there early, right? We should be seeing this happen when your right leg is extending. Okay, so the awareness of what's happening just isn't there yet, and that is what it is. Okay, but the idea is you're starting to understand the concept. Okay, so were we doing what we thought we were doing? Not quite. Okay, what you actually did was just get flatter as you extend, okay, but we're still seeing that it get up on your chest side. Okay, now this is going to be like 2 or 3 minutes, so hold on tight. All right, so top of our leg kick. All this bend that we have in our right leg, we don't want to have yet. So we want to have bend in our leg. We don't want it to happen this soon. Okay, so we should be taller in our leg kick. Okay, as we go out of our leg kick, look at where your left leg went. Okay, we should see a path where your lead knee goes from here to here, then out. And we see that path take this one instead. Okay, so by the time your front leg crosses your front hip, which is about right here, your back leg is still straight up and down. Okay, so we haven't gone anywhere in this. Okay, so a lot of what your upper half is trying to do, okay, makes sense in relation to where your feet are, but you haven't gone anywhere in relation to where you should be. Okay, so your upper half is trying, okay, but your lower half isn't doing it any favors, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's the first thing. Okay, so we need to be moving through this move. I should see you going forward, not down. Okay, and as you move out, I should see your lead leg go down and out. I should see that left knee go down and out. Okay, so I really believe we need to stay focused on our lower half movements. Okay, so your left leg, we talked about what it's doing versus when it's doing it. It's getting out in front of you, but it gets out in front of you way too soon. Okay, so all of these movements right here need to improve. Okay, so learning how to get into this and get out of this will help what is happening out here. Okay. I'll leave the last thing at this. When you go to extend, because your left leg comes out from under you early, because of what happens back here, right? So lead leg, left leg, if you think about it, it's kind of pulling you forward, okay, versus coming out from under you and catching you. Because that's happening, your right leg isn't in a position to extend. Okay, so if we take this line away and just look at your right knee right now, okay, when you go to extend, this is where you're extending from. Okay, now we're going to see your hip drive. Okay, so you can't do some of the things that I'm asking you to do as far as drive and extend because of the position that you're putting your right leg in. And you put your right leg in that position because of what happens back here. So we really need to focus on getting in your leg kick, getting out of your leg kick, and your upper half will start looking quite a bit different. All right, last thing, we got 1 more minute, okay? Your arm lays back into maximum external rotation. This is what it looks like. Your hand is supinated, okay? I should be seeing this happen back here. It does not happen farther behind your body because of the actions back here. So your lower half is throwing off your upper half timing, okay? We also have, by the time your foot actually comes down and front leg stabilizes, which is right there, we see how much your upper half is ahead of your belt buckle. Okay, so your chin, head, all of that is past that. If I take a look back here, we should be seeing this kind of position with your chin when we see your legs here. Again, this all happens back here. Okay, so we got a lot of things happening at foot strike that are reactions to what happened in the early actions in your leg kick. Going back to the arm loading. Okay, so we see maximum external rotation here. Hand is supinated. Okay, this is your arm going into internal rotation. This has gotten better, but we can still see, okay, we don't want your elbow to be in this position. This is a hard position for your arm to be in. When you get bigger and stronger and start throwing harder, this is really going to put a lot of stress on your elbow and shoulder. Okay? So we see the ball coming out of your hand, and now if I look at what's happening on the left, I still can't see your thumb. So this is actual full internal rotation. My hand is still a little bit supinated right now. Okay? I fully internally rotate there, and I will see your thumb right there. So this is pronation. High velocity throwers are doing this with the ball in their hand. Hand goes into pronation, arm goes into internal rotation after the ball comes out of your hand. Those things are happening because of what happens back here.